children. It's Grandma Carla, and I'm here to read you another story from the stories of the Pilgrims, and we're talking about the sword of Miles Standish. Among those who went to John Robinson's church was Captain Miles Standish. He was an Englishman, but he had lived many years in Holland, where he went to help the Dutch fight for their freedom. Once, while he was fighting in Holland, some soldiers went to the house of an old man who made swords and armor. They took some of the armor and were threatening to harm the old man and his daughter. Captain Standish saw them and shouted, "You cowards! You steal from a poor old man. Cowards, give back everything you have taken." And the rude soldiers obeyed. Then, to the trembling old man, he said, "No harm shall come to you, so do not be afraid. Your life is safe, and your daughter, too, is free from danger. Go back to your shop in peace." The old man could not thank him then. His heart was too full. But that night, Miles Standish heard a knock at his door, and when he looked out to see the old man, the old sword maker, standing in the darkness, he had something carefully wrapped in his cloak. "Captain Standish," he said, "you are a brave, brave soldier. You are more than that. You are a kind and noble man." Then, holding out the gift that he brought, the man said, "Take this sword and take with it the heartfelt thanks of an old man whose life and whose daughter you have saved." Miles Standish could not refuse without giving pain, so he took the man's gift. It was a fine old sword, which had been made in the Far East hundreds of years before Miles Standish was even born. On one side were engraved the sun, the moon, and the stars. On the other side were some words written in an old, old language. The captain thanked the man and said, "This sword shall always be my friend. It shall always be ready to help those who are in trouble." He named the sword Gideon, and sometimes he spoke to it as if it were really a friend. But now the war was over, and though it had been 10 years since Miles Standish had needed Gideon, it always hung by his side. Captain Standish often talked with the Pilgrims about their plan of going to America. He thought about the Indian warriors who lived in the new land and about the ships from other countries which might try to take their town. "I will go with you to the new home," he said. "There may be work for Gideon and me." So the brave Miles Standish is going to take his sword Gideon to America. And here's a picture of Miles Standish. It says Standish and his companions. And that is the end of the story about Miles Standish and his sword. This is Grandma Carla. I love you.